such and guess it's RLF.
First thing right off the bat, I had to insult you.
I hope you're feeling better, Matt.
Yes, much.
I hope for other things more than that, though.
I slept for 16 hours one day.
There's not even that
And
many
then I woke
hours
up
in a day.
and I was feeling much better. I was feeling much better.
Getting that bear rest.
He's sorry.
What did he say?
He goes, there's not even that many hours in a day.
Oh. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. Numbers have never been your strong suit.
Nah, dude, I wear a lot of suits.
I hate you.
It's like genuinely funny dad jokes. So last week you missed something that set the comment section ablaze.
Oh shit, really?
By that I mean there was 2 or 3 people, and honestly I listened to it and it was really like a great moment. God, I really wish I could remember what Al was like, what my question to Al was, but he described something as just 2 bodies.
Oh yeah. Just slapping together.
Sarge laughed so hard. Like, he like snorted. He like, oh my goodness.
He had
It was great.
a dying dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I think one of the comments was like, that should be the Saichi Boy soundboard for sure.
the dying, yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll have to listen back then.
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't got it.
I mean, you just go to the comments. I'm pretty sure a couple people linked it.
Don't do it.
I'll never do
Don't.
that.
Don't do it. Al goes, don't do it.
I've never once gone to one of our videos on YouTube. I won't give us the satisfaction.
Would you say none of us have gone to one of our videos?
No, I said I have not gone to one of our videos on YouTube.
That
Not
is
even
such
once?
a lie.
Not ever.
Not
That's
like by
such a
accident.
lie. He's commented on our videos before.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
You're lying.
Don't bring up facts.
You little bitch.
Oh, we're going to use
Fact-
logic and reasoning in this equation.
factoids.
Yeah. Sometimes I lie.
Why make a thing of it? When was the
No.
last time you lied? Like,
Man, probably today.
Yeah.
I lie all the
yeah,
time.
I mean, I probably lied today. I'm trying to think.
I try to lie all the time.
Do you really? What
No,
do you mean
no.
by that? It's weird.
That was a lie. But it was also a truth. Oh, we're in a paradox.
Oh, jeez.
It's a conundrum.
Here we
This is
go.
one of those riddles.
Is it though?
No.
Okay. You just bailed on that immediately.
No.
It's not. No, it's not. When was the last time you think you told a lie, Al?
I was gonna say today, but then oh, you know what? Probably anytime someone asks me if I have money on the street, say nah.
Okay.
I
Does
just
that
got
count
a
as a
card.
lie?
Yeah, right.
Because you do have money on you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like. All right. Yes, that is a lie. By definition, that's a lie. 'Cause
Yeah.
that, you're not telling the truth. so
Filthy
that's a lie.
liar.
But I don't know, man. Like, I don't really give money to panhandlers either. Most of the time.
No, I
Wait,
No.
I'm sorry.
Do you?
Do I give money to panhandlers?
Yeah, people who ask for money on the street.
Oh.
Why did that throw you?
I can, because the last thing I heard you talking about was the not that.
Okay. Gotcha. Then you heard me say panhandlers, and you're like,
Prostitute?
whoa.
Yeah, you
what's
jumped in on
going
panhandlers real quick from wherever we were.
Okay.
Time travel.
All right.
49ers.
yeah.
No, we were talking. You were mentioned. Did you say how do you lie to panhandlers? Like, do you lie to panhandlers?
Not do you lie. I'm just saying it is a lie when you do have money on you and you don't give them money because they've asked
That's
for it.
not a lie.
It's
That's not a lie.
It's not telling
That's
the truth.
I don't have money for you. And also,
I don't
of
ever say it like
course-
that. I'm like, nah, I got nothing. And I just keep it. Nah, I got nothing. I just keep going.
I mean, yeah, but yes, technically you're lying, but
more of
you're
a-
just
more of a
saying,
fib.
don't
I'm in the
ta-
clear
don't,
then.
Don't talk to me.
No, you're going ahead.
That's what that is.
So Al's like, oh, good. I've never told a lie then.
Ever.
I don't
Ever,
consider
ever.
that. I don't consider that a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider anything not told to someone who is trusted lying. You know what I mean? Like, if I told you something that was patently untrue, I would consider that a lie. But I wouldn't consider it the same thing if I said the same patently untrue thing to a stranger, because I'm not breaking your trust. I'm bullshitting you. Like, I don't like.
Okay.
You know,
I don't
I
know,
feel like
Matt.
a lie is a deliberate breach of trust between two people.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't have a level of trust with a stranger.
Okay, yeah. All right. I totally understand your train of thought there. Yeah.
You know,
I get it.
Like, yes, technically you're being untruthful when you say that to them, but who the fuck cares? You're not breaching any contract. You just no.
No,
go
I've
away.
written
I don't give a fuck
contracts with
about you.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, most conversations I have, I've written contracts. You never heard of a convo contract?
No.
Oh man, they're super popular.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
Matt, step your game up.
I'm behind on my contract game.
Yeah, you gotta get some contracts, Matt.
No,
You're
shit.
gonna get sued out here on these streets, man. You saying hi to people? What are you nuts?
Oh, sorry.
Oh God, I hope that's not a joke that then becomes a reality.
Signing contracts.
Convo contracts, like we need written authorization to have a conversation. Do people become so standoffish? I mean, hey man, depending on the like the setting and how you approach me, I'm not very friendly a lot of the time.
I don't think it's true, but I do want that sound clip. I'm not very friendly a lot of the time.
I want to get like, I want to hire people to approach you, Nikolai, and like ask you things and see how you respond.
I'm at the grocery food store, and I don't know if I've said this before on the podcast or not, but it happened like 2 or 3 months ago, so maybe whatever. If I repeat myself, I'm sorry. Thanks for listening. Anyway,
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
yeah, they'll let us know for sure. So I'm at the grocery food store, and I'm standing in front of the fruit, and this stranger, this guy, like comes up to me, and I forget what happens, but something happens, like a person goes by, and it was enough to comment about. And he commented about it, and I was like, all right, whatever, that's normal, that's not weird. And I spoke back to him. I can do that.
Response.
You sound so alien right
I
now.
know, right?
So we exchanged human interaction pleasantries.
I don't know why. Anyway, so
I'm joking.
yeah, I do sound very alien though. So anyway, he says something, I say something, and then he starts to ask me about my shirt has got the company I work for. Started asking me about my job. He's like, oh, what kind of job is that? And I was like, oh, okay, it's this type of job, and this is what I do. And he goes, oh, all right. And he asked me if I liked it or something like that. And then he'd asked me something else, but then it was like grocery food related. Like, because he saw that I was like looking at the apples. He's like, yeah, they got great prices on apples. And I was like, hey man, did you say your name? And he goes, oh, I'm Greg. And I was like, Greg, pleasure to meet you. And I just walked the fuck away from him. I didn't say a word. I didn't say one thing after that. And the weird thing is, at the grocery food store, most of the time, if you know, the fruit is at one end on purpose. I then have all of the aisles to go. And I passed Greg 4 more times. And I made eye contact with Greg and did not speak to Greg.
You didn't even give him a head nod?
That's not why the fuck I'm there, Matt.
You're not making friends at the grocery store?
No, that's not why the fuck I'm at the. You know what? You know where I'm at making friends? Right here. I'm talking to the people I want to be friends with.
Hey, maybe Greg could have been our 5th chair. You never know.
No, man. If we had a lot of options for 5th chairs, and we've chosen not to have one. So it's not going to be Greg.
I'm just saying. I feel like you pulled the trigger too early on Greg.
We could be hearing his side of the story too.
Yeah.
Man, you really
This side of the
fucked this
story
up.
is like, I'm new, I'm trying to make friends, socially acceptable places. I made a comment about the fruit, and he told me to fuck myself.
How
Then he just mean mugged me for 4 aisles. I put down my basket and went home. I cried for 2 days.
I just can't imagine the absurdity of like, all right, you walked away from him. Cool. You're not interested in talking. Not a problem. But the next time you see him, you make eye contact. You specified.
Not aggressive. I didn't look
Yeah,
scared.
but you still made eye
You
contact.
make eye
and then-
contact with people when you walk past them.
No, I don't.
no?
I don't. I keep my head down and I walk with shame.
No.
This is the problem. Nikolai holds his head high. You haven't been shamed enough.
Oh, dude. The shame's internal.
You need to be
That's
shamed more.
I don't think that's a problem for
You have
me.
to hang your head in public.
I do have it down. A lot.
I just imagine you locking eyes with Greg the first time and him being like, oh, wow, okay. He didn't even nod. I thought I was like super pleasant, but I guess
It's so nice.
I guess he just wasn't having it. Maybe he's having a bad day. You know what? I'll just chalk it up to a bad day.
Just being me.
How
Let's go get some rice-a-roni over in aisle 4.
how
Oh,
old
no
was
way.
he?
Jambalaya. Zatarams. Just mean mugging him.
Greg's getting spicy tonight.
No, that's what I buy. He's
Oh.
a rice-a-roni guy, so he can go fuck himself. Fuck Greg.
Whoa, dude.
I'm a Zatarans man.
You're checking out what's
Gotcha.
in his cart, and you're like, you can't have that. Only I can buy that.
I'd say, Giardelli triple chocolate brownie mix. It's
Hey.
on sale. I like that. Give me that coupon. What was your name again? He goes to say it. I smush his nose.
How was he like near our age? Was he older? Was he younger?
He was probably, I would say, between 35 and 40.
Okay.
Slender build, black hair, just like a t-shirt and jeans with a sweatshirt on. This is like, I think around November or something. And that's why I think he commented on the apples, because there was a bunch of apples everywhere.
I need to know more. You've built up this character so much already.
I mean,
I want to go
white
to that
guy. No way.
supermarket.
I don't know what
Try to
he
find him.
was. Yeah, I go there a lot.
Greg, he was a white guy.
I don't know if Greg was his birth given name. I don't.
Wait.
He just told you
Did he
Greg,
change
and he's
it?
like, "Oh, I don't."
What?
I
Greg,
believe he was Asian. I believe he had like an Asian grandparent.
Okay. Oh, I got
Wait,
yeah.
grandparents?
Like,
yeah,
I
he,
like-
he had
or
kind of an
parent, like-
Asian face.
I'm not trying to be a dick.
No, Nikolai is totally. Nikolai is totally in the clear here. I have met 1,000 Steves and Kyles and Nicholases, and they've actually turned out. Well, my real name is Bang Suk Do.
Which is great.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we can't usually. I'm not gonna say Bong Suk Do correctly every time.
right,
Yeah.
right.
You said it
So
fine
they're
there.
like, so
Yeah.
I just go by. I just go by Bang.
Like, wait a minute. What did you say, Al? Before I missed it.
Oh, I said I have no idea what I said.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So that was the Ballad of Greg.
Oh,
God,
Greg.
what a.
Poor Greg.
That's what I
love you,
mean.
Greg.
I can be unfriendly. Like,
Well, I
comic shop.
understand because you've made like on the train you made friends going to Comic-Con last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when it's
that was a lot of fun.
when it's
I
the
met-
correct situation.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
When it's the
When
correct
there's nerds.
situation. Yes. Like at the comic shop, I spend like 2 hours there just hanging out, bullshitting, breaking balls. Like it's great. But
The grocery store, it's like, who meets somebody at the grocery store? No. Nobody.
Someone finding true love.
Yeah, cute meets.
True love. Yeah. Oh,
cute meats. You mean meat cutes? Cute meats.
meet
those some
cutes
apples?
from the 1980s.
Yeah.
Hey, timeless.
Actually,
Love Actually.
is a great movie. No, it's a pretty good movie. Anyway, I recently ran into someone we went to high school with at the grocery food store, and we chit-chatted for like 20, 30 minutes.
That's a long
The
time.
very same grocery food store in front of the apples.
Wow.
The apples are happening.
Actually, it was is closer to the broccoli and carrots. But anyway. And,
Hey, produce is produce.
Yeah.
It was.
Really?
I don't think it matters.
Ooh.
Add her on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
on Facebook, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well,
Don't actually.
no. No, I hope for Seich's sake, Al cuts the, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Seich gave.
Oh, el amor de mi vida.
That was the creepiest thing you've ever done.
I don't know, dude. I've done some creepy things. With this
Great,
face,
though.
Yeah, but like around us.
Yeah, usually we're not
Al's the
around
only
here.
one in the room right
Yeah.
now. So it's fine.
I
That's
mean-
true. I don't know how creepy you and Al get.
That's true.
That's fine
When
with
you
it.
do podcasts while holding hands.
I was like, I get it. She's a smoke show.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I'm sorry. What'd you
I said they do podcasts while holding hands.
oh.
Hey, you know how
Like us?
You know how sweaty my palms would be?
Oh, yeah. It would
That's
be
kind of part of the
gross.
fun.
Ew.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Take that back.
No, it was nice. We caught up and we talked, and then she updated me on her life. She's one of the people that I've known like the longest because I met her in like karate classes, which is first grade or something.
Oh, shit.
Taekwondo, yo. I made it to red belt, son, and I quit.
What?
I quit so hard.
I was a Tiger Schulman's kid.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was because they
PAL,
had
baby.
the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
My
They still
brother
have them.
was the
Outside
Power
of-
Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the
Was he really?
Yeah.
The Green Ranger.
Your brother convinced me to beg my parents to let me do karate.
That was over where the like where Best Buy and
Toys
shit
R
is.
Us.
Where
Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
Gap Gaps is.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
I don't know how long he did it, but he dressed, I think it was like the white or the Green Ranger.
What belt was he?
I don't fucking know. He didn't do that.
I don't think you have to be
You know,
a master of karate.
The lies.
he just wore the costume and got tricked kids into doing karate.
They have to do kicks. and
Wait,
shit?
he was the White Ranger, right?
He was one of them.
Yeah, they had the
It was
white.
the
Ranger.
White
I'm pretty
Ranger.
sure it was the
It
White
was-
Ranger. I was like, when I said green, I was like, I feel like that's wrong. It was,
I mean,
no, because I remember him Seich being a kid and be like, my brother's the White Ranger. like it being a thing.
Literally.
Yeah, no, seriously.
No, I've been hearing about this fucking White Ranger thing for decades now.
technically, the Green Ranger is the White Ranger.
Yeah, we
You're
know,
not
Matt.
wrong.
God.
Well, technically,
Everyone
Tommy is
fucking knows
both.
this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you said the
They are
Green
not
Ranger's
the same
White
color.
Ranger.
Ooh.
He is.
But Rangers, did the Green Ranger turn into the costume, not Tommy?
No, he lost the Green Ranger powers, and then he got the White Ranger thing later.
RLF is all about technicalities. All right,
Yeah,
everyone.
come on.
Yes.
Come on.
That's
Yep.
why we're the #1 Star Trek podcast.
Number 14 Power Ranger podcast.
Can I
Better
tell
watch
you?
out, Odo. We're coming for you.
I've been I've been updating the shows to iTunes. I'm in April. I'm in the middle of April, and one of the like little things I've added to make it fun for me is our keyword. One of our keyword searches is #1 Star Trek podcast.
Oh, okay.
Like that entire thing. I typed that out. It just made me so happy.
I mean, I get it. #1 Star Trek. If we ever do advertisements like in print or on the web, I want that to be I want it to be a picture of us all in like Star
uniforms.
Trek
Yes.
uniform. And it's just RLF, the #1 Star Trek podcast. And then at the bottom, there's like an asterisk. And it says, note, this is absolutely not the #1 Star Trek podcast.
In no way.
They barely mention Star Trek.
They only mention it to mention how they are the #1 Star Trek podcast, and then they don't mention Star Trek. And there's new like Picard's happening right now. Like there's new Star Trek happening all over the place, and they don't talk about any of it.
None of it.
They just
There's
mention
no
Odo.
theories. There's no there's no reviews. Oh, you want more Star Trek content? Kobayashi Maru. There
Hey
you
now.
go.
Got him.
The movies that apparently everybody hates except for me.
What?
The Star Trek movies.
People hate those.
The J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies?
The first one
I
was
feel
good.
they're-
Well, the three.
The
I
third
don't-
one was
it's-
fucking. I think one of the best ones.
I
Loved it.
The
Absolutely loved the third
Second
one.
one was alright.
don't remember.
Third one was definitely
anything
way
about
better.
them.
What'd you say?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
sorry, what was
anything
that,
about them.
What? How
That's
do you
good.
not?
No.
I know for a fact I was with you when we saw at least one of those three.
We probably saw
what
the
happened?
motorcycle one together. Vroom, vroom.
That's the third one. Yes.
Oh, you can hear the vitriol. You can hear it in his veins. Vroom, vroom.
That was the one where Kirk was a motorcycle man. He just got on his little scooter and he went.
And there were a bunch of them, and they were just zip, zap, zoop.
I feel like all the Star Trek movies, they always try to do action though.
Well, yeah.
They do, yeah. I mean, even the
Yeah.
Star Trek shows. We're just talking about Star Trek.
Well, it converts to other medium. I mean,
Radio.
I would not have considered the original Star Wars trilogy action movies.
Yeah, sci-fi
Yeah, to
fantasy.
say the least.
Yeah, but then you go and you look at the prequels, and then you look at Star Trek now,
Oh, I mean,
and they're just big giant action movies.
the last one, which I never, Rise of the Skywalker, like, if that movie was 2 hours long, it was an hour of action.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, easily.
So that's the formula now: is just make big summer
Oh,
blockbusters.
and the fucking third Hobbit movie. Oh,
Action.
I
that
didn't
was
see any of those.
genuinely bad. It was the first one I liked the first one. The second one was okay. Smaug was kind of a letdown. Whatever. Anyway, but the third movie was just bad. It was just so like it was just action. It was just a war, and you're like, you already did this better
Right.
10 years ago. Why did you do this again? But at the same time, it's Peter Jackson. Like, so yeah, man, have fucking fun. Like you earn this. Go fucking crazy. So,
Like you compare the battle scene in the Two Towers to the war in The Hobbit, and it's night and day. Like
the Battle of the Hog Gates, in my opinion, I don't know if any war scene can beat it.
And it's yes, that is a giant action scene, but it also tells a great fucking story. Tell me the story of that final battle of the hobbits. What happened? Who did what?
Who
When?
done it?
The title is
Vroom, vroom!
the Battle of the Five Armies. So I think there's 5 armies.
Yeah,
I only counted 4-ish.
4-ish. There was definitely a hand blade guy.
For sure.
Can't have a good movie without a hand blade guy.
Hey, that was Crixus.
Was it?
Yeah.
Edward
Oh,
Scissorhands.
good for him.
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands
That was
made a comeback.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Edward said, could you imagine? Oh, man. What movie, any movie, would you put Edward Scissorhands into? I would make him Jim from American Pie. Put him in the whole franchise. Put him in the whole fucking franchise. Don't change anyone's lines. Oh my god. Could you just imagine Edward Scissorhands fucking the pie? Or dancing? Or Shannon Elizabeth? So stupid.
See, my gut reaction when you ask that question is to say Schindler's List.
Oh my god, yes.
No.
But what character?
How's he gonna sign those papers?
Schindler?
Yeah. Okay.
No, the girl in the red dress.
Liam Neeson's.
That's what I was hoping you'd say. Fuck yes.
Liam Neeson's.
But no, it's so much better if he's the girl with the red dress. Because then it's just fucking Edward Scissorhands 4 times, but dead at the end.
Or he's that Nazi.
Oh, that's so ridiculous.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna put Edward Scissorhands as is Vin Diesel in Band of Brothers? They show him for like
I really
2
feel like
seconds.
he
I
is.
have no idea.
No, I really feel like he is because I know he's in Saving Private Ryan, and I know he's in another war movie. He did a couple
Maybe it
war
is
movies
Saving
back
Private
to back.
Ryan.
Well, he's definitely in that one. Wait, is it Saving Private Ryan? No. I don't remember now.
But anyhow, yeah, Vin Diesel, just a dead Edward Scissorhands.
Oh my god, wait. So you'd put Edward Scissorhands in World War II? You'd put him in France in World War II?
I'm trying to imagine him shooting a fucking like a Springfield, like a bolt action.
I just like that both of you guys would immediately put him into World War II. Like,
It's where he belongs, truly.
My only other idea was as the warden in Shawshank.
oh my god. I want this to become an internet thing. I want hashtag Edward Scissorhands a movie. And you just put Edward Scissorhands in any role in any movie and it will be funny. And I really think that the smaller the role, sometimes the funnier it might be. If he goes a Where's Waldo situation, I'm telling you, we got gold on our hands here, gentlemen. Sage, give me one.
Oh shit.
Which one of your favorite?
Let's make him, put him in the Green Mile. Michael Clark Duncan's character.
The scene where he grabs fucking Ted's nuts.
Just asking Mr. Jingles if he wants some cornbread.
He's a bad man, boss.
I don't remember how Edward Scissorhands did he talk?
No, he doesn't. That's the best part. Is everybody else
It's
has
just
to do their
silent
lines.
on him.
Like, but if you were to turn the subtitles on, his dialogue is being said as if it were Michael Clark Duncan, or even maybe it would be even funnier depending on the role, especially for Green Mile, is if they dub Michael Clark Duncan's voice
Oh god.
over Edward Scissorhands' not talking mouth.
So is he communicating with his mind? I don't get it.
Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen.
Ooh, got that scissor penis.
The scissor penis.
Edward
Picture
Scissorhands.
translucent blue Edward Scissorhands.
Yep.
His goofy face.
I'm just imagining the scene where he snaps and explodes Rorschach, but he can't do it because of the scissor hands.
Oh, I really want this to be a thing. Everybody in the comment section, please put Edward Scissorhands in what you think would be the funniest situation.
Share it with your friends.
With your family.
Share it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, the Instagrams.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hashtag Edward Scissorhands a movie.
Be sure to include RLF Instagram.
Yes.
When you do that.
Hashtag #1
Man.
Star Trek podcast.
Hashtag Edward Scissorhands in Star Trek. As a hoorah.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
You'd be a pretty good spot. Just do that Vulcan nerve pinch, just cut somebody's head
Oh
off.
God.
That would be great. See, and I like the idea of having fun with it. Sometimes you actually would recognize that he's got scissors for hands. And other times they just play it straight.
Yeah, and like nobody really reacts.
Oh, man. I really hope that people enjoy this as much as we have.
Because I loved it.
Or at least me. Like, as much as I have.
You heard about that? You hear those Johnny Depp and Amber Heard tapes?
What, like sex tapes?
No. So they're both suing each other for domestic abuse right now.
Ooh, okay.
But there's audio.
Of the fights?
No, from like a podcast. He does a podcast.
Johnny Depp does a podcast?
And she didn't know that he was recording.
Uh-huh.
So there's all of this released audio now of them being, of like her just berating him, calling him a pussy, saying, I did not hit you, I slapped you. And he's like, you hit me, and then I left the room. And she's like, yeah, you went to cry to your little fucking bodyguard. Why don't you be a man, Johnny? And like, she literally, she called him a baby. She like outright admit, she's like, yeah, I fucking hit you. What are you going to do about it?
I gotta be honest, that's the type of shit where not whenever, but sometimes when I hear that like there's been a domestic abuse situation, I want to hear the whole story.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, a man should never ever hit a woman. What? That was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Get the
man.
story
Yeah,
straight.
but equality. You can hit them.
Equal rights, equal lefts.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez. I was like, I really hope that's not going to be the new sign-off.
I don't know. It's got a nice ring to
A
it.
weird turn for RLF.
They're pro-domestic... I don't even want to say it. That's just so weird.
Too late. It's a
The
sound bit.
bravest question mark podcast on the internet.
Yeah. Who the hell are you, gentlemen?
I don't know.
I'm a
35 minutes
Kobe
in.
Duck.
Yes. Kobe Dung Punks.
Wow. Nice.
That's pretty excellent, Kobe.
Oh,
Whoa.
Gobi. Sorry, not.
Gobi. Yeah, I was like, now I'm sad.
Well,
Why were you sad?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh,
You're like, you
God. Get over it.
I was kind of making a joke. That's like, no. I need to know you're over it.
It's important to me that you've moved on.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago, and that was fine. But now, come on. Man.
We're going on almost a month now.
No, I think it's been like only 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's only been like 2
Yeah,
weeks.
but anyway,
It
I'm not.
feels like a year.
Oh, well.
you did sleep for 16 hours, Matt. So
That's true.
That's
I
true.
did. That's true.
It's like 3 days.
yeah.
No, what is it? That
Who are
was
you?
like 3 days.
What?
Who are you?
You know me.
I'm Nikolai. Sorry. My name is Nikolai, and you can reach me at RLF. Instagram. There we go. Sorry. On Instagram. And who are you, sir?
No.
All
No, I'm kidding. I'm Matt. You can reach me at RLF YouTube.
Nice. Now we've officially started the podcast.
Boom.
I like
Yeah.
how
Done.
if two of the people on the podcast refuse to tell who they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine any other show starting that way?
No, next.
Nah.
We've already we've named each other several times throughout the podcast,
Yeah.
but you're like, no, I won't do it. I refuse.
If you don't know me by now, good.
You don't deserve it.
If you
Yeah.
don't,
If you can't
know
handle
me
sight,
by
it is worse.
now-
Yeah, you don't deserve this
You don't-
sweet ass.
Talking about sweet ass, we want to check out some comments.
Ooh, I'll check out some sweet ass comments.
God dang right. Sing us in, time again.
The videos on YouTube have a place called the comment section where people can type out heartfelt and thoughtful reflections of the videos they just watched. Like here at RLF on Wednesdays, now the gang will read a few. It's really hard to rhyme the word Wednesdays.
Excellent.
That was
Excellent.
fucking sweet.
Our first comment this week comes from Bajubi's X. Bajubi's writes, I guess this is like the updated version, or was it always Bajubi's X? Because Bajubi's has been around for a while,
They have been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's awesome.
Bajubies.
Always.
This is so silly. He just says a word. Anyway, great episode. Great episode. I've been thinking about attempting some subpar fan art.
Do it.
Like I want to MAGA that shit. Make fan art great again.
Do it.
Also, I think y'all should get a Patreon. I've been listening since the early episodes and I want to give back. Reward y'all for the hard work. An episode every week for 6 years basically. So hell if I got to shell out a few bucks every month, I'd be more than happy to do it. I already have ideas for fan art, so I'll start cranking them out soon. Well, thanks, Bajubies.
Oh,
Apologies
Bajubies.
for my
Crank them arts out
hack
for
job
us.
of reading that, but
Yeah, dude.
I don't know anything about Patreon. I'm old. Like I'm like an
I
ancient
feel
man.
like it's a made up
I think
word.
it's a
really.
French. I think it's French.
We had a Patreon, right? For the
No, we never had a Patreon for anything.
not us. Not I wasn't talking to you,
Too late.
Al. There's no way that you could know that, but I was looking and talking to Matt.
No, I'm pretty sure we just had Twitch subscribers.
Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about the Critical Miss?
Yes.
Okay, but
I don't think we had a Patreon.
the Critical Miss.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess not. I don't know why, but I thought that they did, or we did. But okay,
Someone did.
Somebody sometime
Well,
had one.
I don't know if we were broadcasting long enough to actually like have that going. I don't know what that
Well,
actually
I don't know how-
entails.
Everybody could coordinate to get one. You know, Patreon being French for scooter.
Yeah.
Like, everybody got scooters.
We'd have to paint them.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that real?
Yeah, Patreon, that's French for scooter.
How do you know that?
I don't know that. Why the fuck would I know that?
That's okay. I
There's
was like,
this lie.
that's bullshit.
There's this lie.
Also, my phone's on my lap, so I could have looked it up.
He broke the trust.
Yeah, no.
What
no,
is-
the French word for scooter is scooter.
Is it really?
No, dude, it's Les
you gotta say-
Scooter.
Les scoots.
Les Scoots.
Les scoots.
Les Scoots. I learned the word for comic books in Italian today.
Ooh, what?
Oh, that's right.
The fumento or fumenti for comic books. It's comic book fumento or comic books fumenti. I was like, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that shit.
Sounds like a fine wine.
It does.
Fumenti.
Fumenti. Oh, and that's what it does. But that's, I guess. Anyway, Pajubies, thank you so much for wanting to give back to us.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also,
We're
real
not
quick.
savvy businessmen. So
Sorry,
what-
apparently scooter in French is scooter.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, but
That's
I
all.
won't believe
nobody
Matt.
believes you, Matt.
I'm not the liar. You're sitting next to the liar.
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk about Al like that.
No, you, Al, are sitting next to the liar. In this case, Seich.
Oh, no, dude.
Speaking of liars, in French, Mantos.
Mentos.
Mantos.
That's liar.
The Fresh Makers?
Yes, Mantos. Don't put those Mantos in them Coca-Colas.
Go boom. That was
boom.
I don't know what accent that was. I have
me,
no
I'm
idea.
totally
what accent
French.
It go boom.
We've offended French people and almost Jamaican people.
that was. And technically, I offended Asian people earlier.
All
There
right,
we
well,
go.
if we go around the world.
We can offend.
It's true. If we offend every nationality, then technically we've offended.
At least try to defend every continent.
Yeah, I like cheeseburgers. There we go.
All right.
Yeah,
It's
like,
the South.
America? Yeah, it's just the South. Ooh, sure is cold here. There we go. There's the North.
That's the best you got. With the
It's
North
cold.
is,
It's only cold
it's
some-
cold.
It's
I mean,
cold
when the
It's
sometimes.
cold here.
I mean, when the South was, boy, I sure like cheeseburgers, was the South. What did you expect? Were you hoping for more? We're just lucky it wasn't hot dogs, hot dogs, hot dogs.
Oh, that's the Midwest, dude. Come on.
That's fucked up, man. Fucked up.
People in Oklahoma are like, that's us. We love hot
That's our
dogs.
thing.
You're not offending nationalities first up. You're just offending regions.
Yeah, he's now. I don't know why we just started offending different parts of the U.S.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a Californian. See how I did it?
Singer.
Oh, surf, bro.
Surf, bruh. You know, those Californians are just walking around being like, surf, bruh.
Oh, surf, bro.
Oh, surf, bruh. Surf, bruh.
And they do that a lot.
They do that a lot.
Is he okay, Al? Check his blood pressure. He might have had a stroke.
Oh, surf, bro. See, they always do it. You don't know.
Do that a lot.
Oh my god.
Oh man. All right. So our next comment comes from Ultrawave 7. This was a roller coaster of an episode. The sad, the funny, the somber, and even a little meh. Okay, maybe a bit more than a little meh.
Oh.
You bitch.
Wow.
I read that and earlier and I was like, ooh, that was good.
See, the quality declines when the kid's not here.
Oh, for 10 seconds, maybe. Not even. No, I was tired last week and also
Hearts and hugs,
wasn't funny.
Ultra.
Anyway,
No.
what'd you say?
Oh, I said I love Ultrawave.
Nah.
Oh.
I don't feel the same way.
He bought me a video game last week, so
Oh, you better love him.
yeah.
What video game?
What?
What video game?
Disco Elysium? Have you heard of it, Matt? Nikolai?
Disco Elysium.
Yeah, I bought it.
Ooh. Man, I want to see your
beat it.
playthrough of that game,
I
Nikolai.
just go all the time.
Well, I already beat it, so I didn't have time.
Nice.
I can't go back and record it. I already deleted the game.
Yeah.
Gone forever.
Yeah, I had to free up space. Whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. You know, I like that part in the middle. It's clever. Is that funny part?
I haven't gotten that far, so
Oh, okay.
You're in
no,
for a treat.
no spoilers.
Did you find it funny or scary or?
Yeah,
What
I thought
emotion?
it was funny, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Super funny.
Ooh, I have not played this game, but it looks great.
Does it really?
It does. It's a isometric RPG. Is it turn based?
No, I don't think you even really fight. You just talk to people and solve puzzles and stuff.
Oh, that's lame. Never mind.
Wow. Matt's like not up to par for me.
It reminded me of Shadowrun from the pictures I saw of it, but if it's just talking, then lame.
So we've got a comment from TAF Phelan. How would you say that?
Taff. Yeah.
Taff.
TAF Phelan.
All right. And the reason a lot of people. All right, so I'm sorry. This needs a little explanation. Last week, I read a comment about someone who had commented about a YouTuber who had committed suicide last year. They were commenting in turn because the previous episode before that, I had spoken about Kobe Bryant. So this person is following up and adding to the Atika. I believe that was the former YouTuber's name. I don't know if you're familiar with them at all, Matt.
Oh, Etika's.
Etika.
Yeah,
I'm
Etika.
such an old fucking man. Anyway, the reason a lot of people didn't know about Etika's death in your generation and older is because the media doesn't care about YouTube. That first sentence made me laugh so fucking hard because I needed, because about Etika's death in your generation, I looked it up. Etika was 18 months younger than me.
Yeah.
Well, we are
this
all 58, so.
That's true. I'm 58 in my soul, for sure. But I just love that I guess all of us put out such an old man vibe.
Oh,
that
yeah.
the podcast
My
we
body's
do on
85
YouTube.
at least.
Yeah, it's true. That is 100% correct. But the podcast we do on YouTube with our friend Al, who started on YouTube, we are members of the old generation who don't care about YouTube.
No, he's just saying the media.
I know. He's right. He is right. It's just the wording of the comment. It made me laugh.
True.
It just made
The wording is a
I
little
was
misleading,
like,
but
I am almost this person's age. That's why it was very hitting home.
true.
I mean, I'm older, but that's why it's so much more of a tragedy, because I don't think anyone around my age or younger certainly should be passing away.
Yeah, if
Anyway,
you die in your
No,
old
I mean,
age,
some
like,
people deserve it.
whatever.
whatever. You totally had it coming. Who
Yeah.
ages?
No, some like
That's what you get for aging.
I feel like nobody is a long stretch. Like some people could get it.
What do you mean?
We could stand to lose a few.
Oh, okay. Like a culling?
Not a culling. You need
I
a
think
culling of the
Corona's-
old people.
Okay.
Cut down most of the old people.
If you're I don't know, let's say 80 plus, you're out.
Oh, 8? Yeah, you're gone at 80. Gone at 80.
Dude, you're out of here.
You have had 8 decades, sir or madam. Well done. Follow me this way. No, you don't get to choose where any of your stuff's go. You don't get to order for the table when you're leaving.
Yep.
You don't. You go. Come on.
Just get out of here. You don't get to order for the table when I like that. That's how the system's set up, though. All right. Anyway, because they don't care about YouTube. Not only was he large enough to get millions of people across hundreds of communities even aware of his death, but his death and the months leading up to it are essentially a psychological PSA case study, wet dream, about the vulnerabilities of being online or a social media personality, and the media did a terrible job of covering it. So basically, the way I'm interpreting this comment is that the media really dropped the ball, that there was a lot of red flags in Etika's behavior that people should look for in future people's behavior, because the struggle with mental disorders and mental health is not going to stop. So I believe that's what this comment is trying to say.
No, that's yeah.
And I think that's a really fair point, and I totally agree with it.
I agree.
Are you familiar with the story of his suicide last year and everything? Okay, because I was not. And I read
somewhat.
Wikipedia about it, so now I know everything.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm vaguely familiar. I know I know that they died, and I also know that it was a lot of controversy surrounding it, and a lot of people should have seen it coming, and nobody really did anything about it. And
Yeah.
Yes, and that's
Are you guys still there?
Yeah,
dude.
we're just hanging out.
Okay, good.
just listening to us ramble.
Yeah, I had not even heard breathing, and I was like, oh, they're gone. I didn't know.
I think a gas line
I'm so sorry
broke.
to cut you off.
No. It's fine. But it is a tragedy when someone's taken that early.
Yeah, dude.
But I also feel like, just like Hollywood famous, if you get famous, you need to have tough skin and you need to be able to shrug off a lot of that stuff. And I mean, there are methods. You should always seek methods to help you out. Sure, there's 90% of people in Hollywood are in therapy.
Was shrug off what? The fact that like the dark thoughts?
Not dark thoughts is another thing. That's something, of course, you need to speak to somebody about. But negativity from a fan base, or people saying hateful things, like that's for any person who gets a level of prominence. Those people are going to come out of the woodwork and exist because it's how they get attention. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to continue being famous and successful, you need to learn how to deal with it. But it's unfortunate that it can lead to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because those people don't think about it. They don't care.
That's true.
By the way, I don't care if you're mean to us in the comments, because we'll be mean back. You can't hurt our feelings.
Don't be mean to
can.
me.
Seich doesn't have feelings.
I have something.
You are like Dexter.
Like, I'm a genius
You have a
young
TV show?
boy.
Oh my goodness.
Not the laboratory.
Why does everyone do that?
Oh, DD. Or however the fuck his accent was.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
So our final comment comes from Elliot Borge.
Elliot.
Ellie Bush.
Ellie Borge, excuse me.
Ellie Borge.
Ellie Bush.
Ellie Borge. Apologies. And E. Borge writes in, can we please have a segment where Nikolai just talks about obscure fetishes and the gang has to guess what it means?
Ooh, love that.
So this is because last week we did do this.
Okay.
And that is where the body slapping thing came from.
Let me just say, Matt, you don't want none of this, all right? Because apparently I know my shit.
Yeah. Seich is
He
on
went
top
3
of
for
it.
3. I know he went 2.5 for 3 we gave him. Because Seich's freakometer was high.
I
Like,
guess
he
dude.
knew what was going on.
Who knows?
You get down. Okay.
All right, so you guys seem to like this, so I don't want to just blow it all out in 1 week. So I'm just going to give you one this week. All right. Our term this week comes from thoughtcatalog.com.
Oh, I'm not getting
And
this one.
Extreme. I think you will. It's. See, these are so tough because I don't. It has two phrases. I'm going to go with feederism.
What'd you say?
Feederism?
Feederism.
Fearism?
Feederism.
Feederism.
No, I'm going to say it one more time. Feederism. And that first word is F as in Frank.
Okay.
All right. So
You
what
said
do
the first word was extreme?
I did before. There are two terms.
Oh, okay.
There are two terms. I am giving you
Feederism.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I did not give you all of the. Yeah.
Can I guess?
Yes, that's exactly what I want.
I'm gonna say it's like you get aroused when someone feeds you, like they feed you.
Okay.
You get aroused.
Nah, you put one of those feeders on your face, like a horse feeder.
Okay. and that
that
big contraption.
Yeah, that.
Do you think you have to like neigh and shit too?
Yeah, dude, probably. You do all the
Like
horse
whole
shit.
Horse. How about you, Maddie?
I'm going to say it's the opposite. I'm going to say it's a person who is sexually consumed by the thought of being eaten.
Wow. Okay, so getting super technical.
Being
wow.
wow.
So consume when they're aroused by the thought of being eaten. So
Yes.
they want to be cannibalized.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I'm assuming that's not it.
Yeah, I mean, that is certainly possible. It's certainly a possibility. And
By the amount of incredulity you have hit me with.
Oh shit! What you think? You're saying that?
Oh my, that's certainly not it, but your mind is weird.
And your second guess?
What a creative answer, Matthew.
Or it's someone who gets sexually aroused by feeding someone.
Yeah. All right. I mean, of course. So the other term is called extreme feeding. Feeders or
Overeating.
encouragers take pleasure in funneling excessive quantities of food into the mouths of gainers. Some extreme feeders enjoy the sensation of inserting their penis in between the gainer's fat folds. And that's what you get for this week. Fat fold fucking.
I was
That
into
whole
it until
fucking-
they brought in
Wait,
penises.
yeah, what did you say?
Hold up, time out. This cut, the audio cut out a little bit when you were describing,
All right.
and then it cut back, and you were like, "Yep, fat hole fucking."
All right. I'm going to read it again. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Some extreme feeders enjoy the sensation of inserting their penis between a gainer's fat folds.
Ooh,
Oh. Okay.
all right. That
Yeah. So now I got to read that twice.
that's something. That's you could have just refused.
No.
Could've been like,
I needed
no.
you to hear it. I wanted you to know.
People needed to know.
First of all, the fact that it cut out and you didn't hear it.
I'll be honest.
That's weird, man.
When Matt was talking earlier, and you guys were doing like the whole serious talk, Matt was going on like some monologue. Every other word we caught, that was it. It was like,
Oh,
at,
that's-
I just
that's a
looked
real
over to
problem.
Al. I was like, I don't know what he's saying.
I mean, that happens on our end, but it's usually one word or two at the most. And then
Yeah, I mean,
we're
we don't
usually
say
back
that
in.
much,
Yeah, so it works.
so there's not that much to get cut.
No, it doesn't. That's terrible.
Half the podcast just admitted to not talking that much.
We talk.
I talk.
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
We talk.
Just not that much.
Yeah. I try
So,
I
I'm
try.
assu-
We all try.
It sounded like a
No! Hold on! Explain what you mean!
I mean, yeah, Al, what do you mean?
You know, just talking, bro.
Yeah, dude. We're talking.
Oh, these
Here's
guys.
some words.
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm not happy about it.
I thought he was just gonna start saying words. Alphabetical.
Apple, cheese, crater. Back to apples. It's all linked.
No, no.
Where's
back
Greg?
to
Get him.
Speaking of Apple, Big Apple.
Big city living it up in the big motherfucking apple.
It gets more elaborate every week, and I love it.
This week we took a bite out of the apple.
I like
No,
it.
I heard it.
Gotta take that bite out of crime.
Hey, fellers, how's big city living?
Yeah, you know.
All right.
That was big city living it up in that big motherfucking city.
Nah, dude. Nah, yeah. But last week, somebody, when I was at my job, you know, kind of working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started
do.
talking to me for way too long about Jesus,
Oh.
Okay.
and I was like, kept. It was somebody that works there.
Yeah.
So, like, I've-
that's how they got you.
I saw it was like I was looking for something in the aisle she was in, and I forgot how it got started.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, she was just saying like having regular conversations, and then just boom, hit me with the Jesus stuff. And then like it was like, then she was like, do you go to church? I was like, nah, dude, no, I don't.
No.
Nah, dude.
Like, nah.
I love
Nah.
that. Did you call her dude?
No.
Oh, I would have loved it so much if, like, oh, do you go to church? Do you practice our faith? And do you have a love for our dear Lord and Savior, baby Jesus Christ? And you're like, nah, dude.
Nah, dude.
Nah,
You just said all that shit, and you're like, nah, dude.
But he died for our sins on the cross. Yeah, whatever.
I was like, yeah. So did you know.
Really?
They died on the
Oh
cross.
my god.
It's history.
And to Spartacus.
It always
Spoilers.
goes back to that
God.
fucking show.
Always back to Spartacus.
It's fucking wrestling in Spartacus, dude. Just come out, man. It's fine.
There's nothing gay about Spartacus.
Spartacus single-handedly has more dicks shown
I don't
than
know.
any other show I've watched.
No.
Combined.
My theory is for the amount of penises that are on the show, and to be fair, it's only like the first season, some of the second, I think. But for all the penises on the show, the amount of
seasons?
boobies,
There's
there's 2 boobies per lady,
It's true. It's a package.
and there's only 1 penis.
That's math.
So
There were 2.
That's math.
No. You want to play that math game? We saw testicles.
Testicles was there.
You saw,
That was a growth, Matt.
yeah, never even testicles.
It's a growth.
Oh, those guys need to get checked. Because they have 2 massive growths where their balls should be, and they're ball-shaped.
Back to Jesus was.
Oh,
yes.
Enough with the
We started
balls.
talking
Back
about
to
Spartacus
Jesus.
and sites got all revved up.
Is there any more to do with Jesus?
We ended on balls. What other podcast could have a story start with Jesus and end on balls?
Number
in less
one,
than a minute.
Star Trek podcast.
Podcast in the motherfucking universe.
No, that was it for the Jesus lady. She talked to me for way too long, and she kept trying to not convince me that I should care more about Jesus,
Just talking about it in general.
but she was like, "You gotta, he's in you, and you gotta do all these." I'm like, "Yo, I'm doing all right without hanging out with Jesus." So
That's when you wheel around on her and just hit her with the "You will perish in the flames of eternity." Like, you just hit him with the devil voice.
Satan. You start doing like weird symbols that don't actually exist, like devil horns and stuff.
Il noctus de vale. Like, just start speaking Latin.
Hey, Chloe. Oh, hey.
Yeah, you break
Barking
for
at
other
like a
people. Oh, that'll be down aisle 6.
I will eat your firstborn. You just spin your head around. That might be hard to pull off.
I've been practicing. It hurts.
Yeah, you can stretch.
Yeah, you can stretch. Turn into an owl.
Plus, but you don't want to do that head spinning around shit in public. People might get the wrong idea, think you're a demon, try and take you out.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be dangerous.
Yeah, dude.
That would be dangerous.
That's
Because
it.
if I
I'm
need a
not
gun,
saying
I don't want to be there.
I'm
No,
not
if you
segueing
were setting
anymore.
us up, we heard nothing. You did the whole.
No.
You did the whole.
No,
if I need, you might need a gun there, and then there was nothing. We were just waiting for one of you to say something,
Anything at all.
and there was nothing.
No. I refused. I was like, I'm not setting it up any more than that. Someone else can take the lead.
Al, how do we end this damn thing?
With a gun.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
That's right.
I need a fucking gun. I don't want to be there. It's over. Done.
I was just like, I need to go to bed.
I'm off the
I'd be
pod.
up in 6 hours.
I'm off the podcast.
Again.